I'm Greg Frost. I'm with the healthcare team at Brazil, Saxe and Wilson, and this series is designed to give you an introduction to the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act of 1996, and more importantly, to the privacy and security parts of that statute. The first part will be a general introduction to the law itself. For those of you who like to understand the context, that's what we're going to do in this section. To understand where privacy regulation came from, you have to go all the way back to 1996. In that year, the Congress passed a bipartisan act, the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act of that year, which was originally introduced by Senators Ted Kennedy and Nancy Castlebaum. That act was a reaction originally to the failure of the Clinton healthcare reform initiative in the first 2 years of his administration. The purpose of the act originally was to address, as the name implies, portability. But like everything else in Congress, no good act goes unamended, and a lot was ultimately added to it before it passed. The big addition to portability was the standardization of healthcare transactions. Those provisions have become ubiquitous now. We don't think about them, but they actually were a very important part of the law. They set standard transaction formats for everything from billing to EOBs to coordination of benefits to enrollment. When Congress added that, there was a concern that we were making a whole lot of patient-specific information electronic and more accessible to people, to outsiders. So they added on the Senate floor the provision which required the Department of Health and Human Services to do regulations relating to privacy. From that afterthought, in a sense, we have the entire regime of privacy and security regulation, which has come to be known as HIPAA.